Hello! Okay, so today we are going to be talking about what everyone has been talking about, especially, well, this palette does not really need much of an introduction, but we are going to be talking about the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. And it's funny, the G kind of looks like a C, so I've heard. I think it was Raw Beauty was calling it the Soft Glam palette, which was kind of funny, I have to admit. It made me want to laugh and cry a little bit for ABH all at the same time. But anyways, I feel like a lot of people have been talking about this palette, especially after the Prism palette, and then before that, what everyone was talking about with the Subculture palette. I actually happened to like the Subculture palette and Prism palette, only if you really use them in a specific way. They're not user-friendly palettes, but that is not what this video is about. This video is about this palette right here. If you liked the Renaissance palette right off the bat, I'm going to say I think that you will like this palette. The formula is very similar. The pigmentation is very similar. These are the colors that we have got right in here. I did a little makeup tutorial, super simple though, for the eye look that I have got on my face, so I'll swing you over to that in a minute so you can see how these perform. They perform really well. I literally just said this, but they are blendable and pigmented. I will say I like these shimmers a lot more in this. You have these two colors right here, which are shimmers, and then this one right here, Rose Pink, is a shimmer. Sultry and Bronze, though, have a little bit more gold in them, but they actually surprisingly still work well with a brush without you foiling it or, playing around with the formula. Obviously, if you foil any of the shimmers, they're going to give you much more impact. But the look I did, I just used all of the products dry, and I still think that they looked quite beautiful, which is always a really big plus in my book. So this palette is awesome sauce. My only kind of critique of it is that I like a brown neutral palette. I know people are always looking for something a little bit different, so they may get a little flack for that. Obviously, if you have a palette like this, then you don't need another one like it. If you're looking for a good neutral brown palette, or not neutral, it has kind of, it's like neutral and warm tones, but these two colors right here, you could do a cool tone look with it. So it actually does have versatility with it. And I like the black in it. But some of the colors are a little bit too similar for me. I think Fairy and Glistening, they're just like slightly different tone gold shimmers, so I wish that those had been a little bit different. And then also for Burnt Orange and Orange Soda and Rustic, they're all very similar looking. So there are a couple of similarities in the colors, but overall I actually really like it. And yeah, if you were someone who was really disappointed but loved Renaissance and were really disappointed by the last two palettes, I think you will really like this one. As far as packaging, it's what they always do. It's the velvet softness. And this one is this sounds weird to say, this one is kind of the dirty color that things get to when they become dirty, so I don't think this one will really show dirt on it because it's already at like a brown orangey tone, so you'll be good with that as well. It retails, I believe it is $42 for this bad boy, which is what all their other palettes are for. If you're looking for a good staple palette, I think it's worth it. If you're a collector, you might like it, but if you've already got a warm tone palette that you love and are obsessed with, you really don't need this. But if you're looking for a good warm tone palette, I definitely recommend, not warm tone, just like a good brown go-to palette. And this is definitely a great one for you. It's nice to only have really positive things to say about something. But yeah, I will go ahead and swing you over to swatches as well as this makeup look, and then we'll be done. I'm trying to think if there is anything I forgot to say about it. Ooh, there is one more thing. These wear very well long term. They don't crease. One thing I noticed with the Subculture palette is that it does crease on me after I've been wearing it for a long period of time. I really liked how these wore over a long period of time. I felt like they stayed in place and they did not really crease or move on me. So yes, overall they perform great, look great, blend great. What more could you ask in a palette? But yes, let us go ahead and swing you over into the swatches and then this makeup look, which will take just a couple seconds, and then we'll be done. Yeah. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you really liked it, please subscribe. I would love to see you in the next video. I hope you're having a good day, night, evening, wherever you are, and mwah, goodbye!